Hello YouTube and welcome to the third in the special Dalek figurine collection summary / reviews. Now I'm just going to do a quick whip round the table and show you all the Daleks because I've just got them out. So here we have the first Doctor's Dalek gang here. Then we've got the second Doctor's Emperor there. Then we've got the third. Then we've got the fourth Doctor's. Then we do a massive jump to the sixth. Then we've got the seventh Doctor's, the ninths, 10s here, and then we have at the end here 11 and 12. At the back I've got the rare Daleks that came with the collection. If you did a premium subscription, most of these are from Classic Who. And at the back here we've got the hybrid of Dalek Sec next to the actual Dalek Sec Dalek. I've got all of the Doctors out from William Hartnell all the way down to Jodie Whittaker the 13, including the War Doctor, and the TARDIS is over there. Phil is going to help us with some of the Daleks. Let's begin, Phil. So, who do we have over here?
May I pick them up?
Of course, of course.
So I reckon if we start here, this looks like it could be Dalek Invasion of Earth. I can tell because he's got the funny antennae. He's got a really bulky bottom. You can say bulky bottom, kind of.
Yes, that's fine.
Fashion. This is obviously where he was generating his static electricity, because when we got to the invasion of the Daleks, the second Dalek story, they were able to generate their own static electricity, because at this stage they're a lot like dodgems. Woo, it's fun.
Didn't they have to follow around a set path, or did that mean that they could come off?
You're thinking, the first story, they were like dodgems in that they were in their little city, and it was the floor that generated the static electricity that they went along.
Yep.
In the Dalek Invasion of Earth, they were generating their own static electricity.
So they could go wherever they wanted.
Yes. Now, let's have a look. We have this fella, and I'll just check him out. Oh, he's the classic, because this is the first Dalek story, just the Daleks, 7-part serial. He went along the metal floor like a dodger, you see.
Aha.
Right. I think you've misplaced this one, because I think he's actually John Pertwee.
Well, have a look and see. Check his bum. Check his bum.
I can't believe...
Just check his bum.
This is Death to the Daleks, Miriam.
Check his...
Oh, yeah, it says Death to the Daleks, Miriam.
Well, put him in the right place.
So, right, let me have a look. That looks like to be the right place, because that's John Pertwee.
Yeah, I did wonder.
So there's that one. May I probably substitute him with the rare Supreme Dalek from Dalek Master Plan, which right there, look, see, he's Dalek Master Plan.
Yeah, well, can you put him back over there, because he belongs with those.
She's very set about that.
Yeah. Oh, we've also got this bonus Dalek, which is bonus Dalek 2, Dalek Invasion of Earth, and he comes with a disc on his back. But he's silver.
He's silver.
Not black. Okay.
Right. And then this one, obviously, is the start of the Patrick Troughton. He's got actually, we are still in the Hartnell phase, because I looked at his bum and it says Dalek Master Plan. 12-part serial, awesome. Missing from archive. Then I get this hefty...
Chubby folk.
Yeah, well, yeah, the words there, interesting. 7-part serial, Evil of the Daleks. Only probably 1 or 2 episodes remain.
We do have another bonus Dalek.
Can I explain something here, actually, which you might not want to know. As an interesting fact, when Evil of the Daleks, which was the second... Well, no, it wasn't the second. It was the last Dalek story for the Troughton era.
Give me that box.
Evil of the Daleks was filmed. Nation had kind of written it to be a farewell for the Daleks in general.
Good luck with that, 50 years
that
later.
Never happened, but let me just explain. So Evil of the Daleks was written 7-part serial, and the end of Evil was meant to be the final end of the Daleks, which introduced the Emperor, and there was a massive civil war on Skaro. Once we get to this fella, which was from Day of the Daleks, John Pertwee serial.
That's bonus Dalek 2 gold.
Bonus Dalek 2 gold, have fun for you. Anyway, when we get to bonus Dalek 2 gold, from John Pertwee era, you notice that this fella, bearing in mind Day of the Daleks, odd fact, not written by Terry Nation, could have had generic monster type, but it was then decided it would be a Dalek story. Hence the little fact there, and the little fact here. Hence.
Yeah. So, good luck with getting rid of the Daleks after the second Doctor.
I've not quite finished making
50 Daleks later. Oh, here we go. He's waving his hands around now.
Right. So that was Day of the Daleks. Then we come to this one.
Yeah.
And this one is clearly Planet of the Daleks, which was, depending on fandom, and different people have different views on this, but Planet of the Daleks is almost, but not quite, a 12-part serial like Dalek Master Plan, but isn't quite. Oh dear.
Yeah, can we whiz on now, Phil?
So anyway, there was that one.
Let's get them a little bit
So
quicker.
then we have Death of the Daleks, 4-part serial, later on in the John Pertwee era. That was his last Dalek story.
Put down.
You've got them in the wrong order, but I'm going to... This one is probably...
Very, very important, Dalek.
Genesis of the Daleks. So
That's the start of the Time War, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. This was the origin of the Daleks story, which was in the Genesis. Then, this is the last Tom Baker story.
Yeah, Suicide Squad Dalek, apparently.
Well, this is the Destiny of the Daleks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna take a guess at this, even though I think it's labelled incorrectly. I suspect this
No,
one...
we've got to do this one. Do number 6.
No, because this one's actually probably Peter Davison. This might be Peter Davison era that we're missing from earlier.
Oh.
This one might be Resurrection of the Daleks. So this one technically comes next. But even though it's labelled to be Remembrance, but I think this is actually I think this is Resurrection of the Daleks Supreme.
Okay, fine.
I could be wrong.
Anyway, get on with the correct one that is the 6th Doctor, correctly labelled.
This one is the 6th, and this is the first sighting of the Imperial Daleks.
Aren't they the ones that were made from dead people?
Yes, that was the whole... Because
they were eating their relatives.
Well, yeah, Soylent Green reference.
Yeah.
But yes. And that was Necros. And that echoes what we see when the series is revived when we get to this point here. But that's jumping the gun.
Yeah, let's do Remembrance now. Let's do it correctly.
Well, how's correctly? Do you want to go there or there?
We'll start off with explaining the split between Imperial and Renegade.
Right. Well, then you need to hold both Imperial and Renegade at the same time. Be very helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, right. So, this was the Renegade faction, which were obviously the original Daleks as they were created, obviously from the start.
By Davros.
But then he recreated another...
He upgraded.
Upgraded an Imperial model, which were a bit more sophisticated, and the two of them didn't like each other, so they tried to wipe each other out.
Dalek Civil War.
And we don't know. Imagine that perhaps the Imperials won over the Renegades and the Renegades were destroyed. I don't think that was ever clarified.
No, to be absolutely honest, I think because Davros had control over the Imperials here, I suspect that he probably just ended up merging the two.
Or possibly. I mean, when you see the Renegades in Remembrance, they're pretty much on their final elbows.
Yeah,
so
they are. Because this is the Supreme Dalek.
Yeah.
And this is possible that it is what you say.
I think it is the resurrection from Peter Davison's story.
Get off.
Rather than what you think it is.
Well, it could...
Because that's obviously a leader renegade.
And it should be...
In the Remembrance, they should
be
look like
grey.
this grey model.
I suspect that they probably got the colours wrong on this dude.
Mm-hmm.
So he should actually be grey and white.
Yeah, he's not right.
There's something not quite. But here we've got some very, very special ones. Can you put the Necros one there in the right order, like number 6?
Right, okay, so then can I get the special weapons out?
Yeah, special weapons. He hasn't...
Which was Remembrance.
He hasn't even got an eye. How does he see?
Well, we don't even know. See, I think special weapons is a bit of a mystery because... Was special weapons purely robotic, or
Well, I suspect he could have a tentacle pulling the lever on the gun inside there. But I mean, how could he see anything?
He might have just been. It could have been just designed as a robot. As this might be.
What, like a tank robot?
Yeah, it is just a tank robot. It's just.
I don't know. It's got to have a squiddy inside it controlling the gun. And here's remember,
it never speaks. That's the thing.
That is true.
In all its appearances, it's never had dialogue.
Now this is interesting because what do they call him on the bottom?
Oh, hang on. Dalek Emperor Davros. So
now that's really interesting because actually in the Remembrance of the Daleks, which is one of my favourite Doctor Who episodes ever, they don't refer to him. They call him the Supreme Dalek, don't they?
Yes.
And that's unusual for him to actually accept
but then
that he's a Dalek.
Why he came up with the Imperial because the Renegades had betrayed him.
Yep,
so he
stabbed him in the back.
So, of course, he then had another dab at trying to create another...
Where's the 5th Doctor's Daleks? Because it doesn't...
Well, that's what I reckon was this guy.
Yeah.
Because obviously the 5th Doctor had the grey-looking Daleks.
With Lytton and everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, the Daleks in the 5th Doctor's era would have looked like this one.
Yeah, they did, and they fell off...
But then they would have had a Supreme Dalek like this one,
yeah,
I suspect.
And they fell off balconies.
As they did.
Yes. So do you want to run through these guys, Phil?
What, the
at
ones
the back?
in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not these two because they're
Cheney.
not Cheney and not those two because that's 11 and 10.
You make it sound like he's one of the Brady Bunch.
Except she's a she, isn't she?
Cheney's one of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Bunch.
Yeah. Come on, run
Okay.
through these.
You have. I can't read it, but this is. Oh, this. Hang on, this is interesting.
It's a bumper car one.
No, because I thought it was the film, and I'm reading the back, and it says it's from The Chase.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know what colours it was supposed to be because it would be black and white.
That's why I'm confused. It does actually ring a bell. It's probably from The Chase.
Yeah, because the first and second Doctor Who were filmed in black and white, so we never actually saw what colours the Daleks were, unless you watch the Peter Cushing films.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a Peter Cushing film, but it's
It
actually
does.
from The Chase.
That explains a lot.
Chase was a 6-part serial. Interesting ratings. It was the third Dalek outing. Miriam doesn't really have much to say on that subject. This one is Dalek Master Plan. Also, I suspect, also appeared in a story called Dalek Cutaway, which is one episode alone, setting up the basis of the Dalek Master Plan.
Okay.
This guy here, who I got interested with, looks like he's serving
Caviar, except
or
it's...
noodles.
He's not serving noodles, he's carrying one of his fellow squiddies.
Squiddies or Daleks. He's Power of the Daleks, and he's 6-part serial, Patrick Troughton special. And yes, he's lovely, isn't he? Marvellous.
Yeah, he is.
And this one is... Ooh, he's a bit weird. Let me have a look at his bottom. It's a bit weird. Let's have a look at his... Oh, he's death... Yeah, I thought he was. He was Death Dalek. He's got the red eyes.
Not very good.
A bit sort of werewolfy.
I don't know. Oh, be careful with that one. That one doesn't have anything on its butt because this one flies.
Oh,
and they
yeah,
wanted to show the flying mechanism. Isn't he like a supreme?
Oh, he's obviously a new series, though.
Yeah. He must be like this one because look.
Oh, yeah, they both got the same butts.
Because the Daleks flew in Classic Who in remembrance of the Daleks because they'd always been defeated by stairs, but in remembrance of the Daleks it hovered
Well, that was the
up the
Imperials,
stairs.
but not the
Yes.
Renegades.
Yes. Okay,
And this
keep
one
going.
has been on a Dalek diet and is
Yeah,
a guard. Oh, it's a guard Dalek from Evil. And
Yeah, but it's so slim and trim.
Yes, how did they do that? What kind of Dalek workout do you go on these days? They go on the aerobics diet or something?
I don't know because he's really slim and trim
Let
compared.
me compare. Look, this guy really slim and trim. This guy needs to been bulking out.
He has. This one's been like lifting weights.
Yes.
Oh, he's also a flyer. Oh, that's because he's Dalek Sec.
Sorry,
From the cult of Skaro. Very, very important.
investigate the Dalek's bottom.
Yeah. See,
Just to
look,
clarify.
because they new ways of survival. Dee-dee! First human hybrid Dalek, but they didn't like it.
And then, of course, we get your what looks like a gauntlet, but is in fact
It's a goblet.
Goblet is.
That's the Dalek Prime Minister.
Well, it's their fish tank, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you think they feed the Dalek Prime Minister fish flakes every now and again?
Probably.
Have
Anyway, so we've done those. Do this fellow.
Oh right, yes.
This is the Dalek from Dalek in
Yes,
9.
so
I
this
love
was
the fact that you have one Dalek episode in that
new series.
Yeah, in with Christopher Eccleston's Doctor.
Well, no,
it worked.
One
No, he did. He did had one Dalek in one episode,
in one episode.
rather than overwhelming us, and it actually allowed. It was brilliant. It was really, really good.
Them back on a subtle level.
It
And
did.
Also, it introduces the concept which was referenced in Power of the Daleks, which was Patrick Troughton's Doctor saying that one Dalek was enough to bring down the entire colony. So I think it's
And they can also regenerate themselves.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So who've got Dalek Khan?
Dalek Khan,
Who flew into the time vortex
Yes.
and saw prophecies.
Yes, and he's got all his cablings and wires.
Yep. And then we've got modern day Davros. Doesn't he look cool? He reminds me of the 5th Doctor's Davros in the chair.
Yes, similar to that.
Yes, very, very
But
similar.
I think they've blinged him up a bit.
Yes, they have. Particularly his arm, because it never was robotic. It was an actual arm before. And then we've got Supreme Dalek. Do you love the design?
He's very... Why has he got several... Because that's its eye. So what are the flashy things on the side?
Well, I don't know. Why has he got 3 of them? Maybe they're reversing lights.
But I've always...
Doo-doo, this Dalek is reversing. Maybe he's got extra sensors and maybe they're like extra communication satellites or something.
Every time a Dalek talks, the light on top flashes.
Yeah,
But the eye stalk is the...
maybe he's like communicating with everyone across like radio waves.
Ah, yes, with the lights.
Okay.
And then we have the Teletubby Dalek.
Yeah, before we get to the Teletubby Joyous Daleks, let's do Oswin at the back there.
Yes, you mean...
Yeah, you can pick her up and have a look at her butt.
My God, we're gonna have a... Yeah, this is the so this was the one that had Oswin trapped in.
Yes, the genius. Yeah, show the bum.
There's the bum.
Yeah, so she can fly.
She can fly, but she was obviously chained down.
Yeah, because she's a genius Dalek. Should we put her down? Yeah, and that's this design is just so elegant and classy. Even though the Cybermen did say to the Daleks that they were inelegant.
No, they had a very elegant style.
I don't know. I don't think they did. The Cybermen said that they were inelegant, but then again, Daleks don't have a concept of elegance.
Elegance, exactly.
Here we go.
Oh, this one is Victory of the Daleks, similar butt style.
It's Ironside.
Ironside, yes. It was Victory of the Daleks was the episode. It was the Ironside.
And it's green.
And it's green.
Let's put it down here.
Well, they let it become green to blend in.
Yes. Well, it matched World War II uniforms, and it's got Union Jack on it.
And over there, you've got Rusty from.
Yeah, no, we're not yet. We have to do this chubby abomination.
Yes, the rebirth of the Daleks involved.
Oh, Teletubbies,
See, I suppose it's odd because in that episode you had the elegance of this one, and then you had the
chubbiness. It just doesn't look great, does it? Compared to like this design, it just is inelegant and chubby.
Very strange.
Very, very bulky. You can't imagine it flying or going up any kind of stairs. It looks like it's in some sort of Dalek Zimmer frame.
Well, exactly. It's probably, retiring after the Time War.
I don't know. But they did change them and put metallic paint on them.
Which made them a bit more metallic.
Oh, yeah. This design is much better for this episode, the Parliament of the Daleks.
The fossilised ones were quite interesting. I suppose that was from the...
Pandorica opens, yeah. Yeah, mostly because everybody hated the design. But yes, this is much, much better by a long shot. And then with Peter Capaldi, you had all sorts of different Dalek designs in that episode.
Yeah, they reverted back to the classic bling, which is quite good.
Oh yeah. Good old classic bling here.
And then obviously...
And then you had Rusty, Regeneration, and Colony Sarf. So, yeah, these are all the Daleks that you get with the Doctor Who figurine collection. I've included the Doctors 1 to 13 plus War Doctor there. Hope you've enjoyed this review. And thanks for Phil for being the special guest helper. And please like, comment and subscribe. Any last words, Phil?
It's been an honour explaining them.
This is Channel Annabella signing out. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And thank you for the support. Bye now.
Okay, let's have a